Let's talk wood wicks. They have many advantages to cotton. They don't mushroom, they burn slower, the wider flame can actually enhance the scent throw, they're environmentally friendly, and most of all, they have a cool aesthetic. Although they have many advantages, there can be a bit of a learning curve to using them. Here at Divine Knickknacks, we use wood wicks for 90% of our candles. So let's go over a few ways to mitigate burning problems while using them. Most problems are associated with the length of the wick. You typically want a wick that is between 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 inch from the surface of the wax. If you're using matches to light your candle, we recommend a longer than standard matchstick. This is especially helpful for reaching down to the bottom of a vessel. Our favorite tool to use would be an extended lighter, such as a grill style lighter, or torch. This is my favorite. Small matchsticks and big lighters can be difficult to use, so I wouldn't bother. When lighting a fresh wood wick candle, we like to get one corner started and then light the other corner. This allows the two small flames to meet in the middle. This particular wick is a little bit too long. Notice how the flame overpowers the vessel and appears to be full of life, but eventually it does in fact burn out. You can see that the charred portion of this wick didn't quite reach the surface of the wax. The wax is what fuels the flames. Without, the wick won't stay lit. An easy fix to this problem is to shorten the wick with a pair of wick trimmers. Aim for about 1/8 of an inch. Sewing scissors or even nail clippers can do the trick most of the time. After trimming the wick down, the flame is now positioned close enough to draw up the wax. Also notice that the flame is no longer overpowering, but fairly steady. This is the flame you want to achieve. Here's an example of another wick that is also a little bit too long. After lighting the candle, the flame starts strong but then dies down to a very faint flame that just continues to struggle. Even though it's holding the flame, notice how much better the first candle is burning after being trimmed. This wick can also be improved with a slight trim. When you're ready to light a previously used candle, you'll also want to trim off the wick carefully or knock off those top layers of charred wood. After that, a previously burned candle lights up much quicker than a fresh one. This time, I'm only lighting one corner, then tipping it to allow the flame to work up the wick, similar to a matchstick. Here we have a wick that is just a little bit too short. Regardless of how long I hold the flame against the wick, it doesn't want to catch. Because the wick is so short, the wax is actually flooding it as it melts. A quick way to take care of this problem is to remove a little bit of the extra wax. With the candle extinguished, carefully use a paper towel to remove and soak up some of the melted wax from around the wick. Avoid removing too much, as this can lead to tunneling. The goal here is to expose just a little bit more of the wick. Just a quick fix, and this candle is good to go. As your candle burns, it will develop a melt pool that surrounds the wick. It's important that the candle stays lit with a long enough time to allow this melt pool to reach the edges of the candle vessel. Blowing out a candle too early can lead to tunneling issues. Here is an example of a tunneling candle. From now on, every time this candle burns, the melt pool will be trapped inside its ring. Thankfully, there are a few ways to take care of this problem. Using a heat gun is our go-to method, or even a torch. Yet I only recommend a torch for seasoned wood wick users, as too much heat could damage your jar. With the heat gun, you have the option of using a low setting, which is recommended. Place a paper towel under your candle to catch any potential splatter. The goal here is to force the heat of the outside of the ring around the wick. As it melts, it will begin to fill up the tunnel. Once the tunnel is filled up, let your candle cool down completely before relighting, and then you're good to go. Don't have a heat gun? No worries. Another way to fix this issue is by using some aluminum foil. This is an old trick that can help out. Start by wrapping your candle with a small piece of foil and pushing the top of the foil inwards to create a cone-like shape. Once that's done, light the wick. The idea here is that the foil will reflect the heat down to the surface of the wax and help promote an even burn. Once you've noticed that the burn pool is evened out, blow out your candle and remove the foil. After it's cooled down, this candle is good to go. Last tip, if you have a candle that seems to be melting only on one side, as you see here, simply try rotating your candle 180 degrees. There's a good chance that the surface your candle is on is not level. Welcome to the world of wood wicks. Trust me guys, it's worth it. Here at Divine Knickknacks, our goal is to bring safe candle burning into homes, and our wood wicks were the perfect match to our beeswax. Keeping your home non-toxic and clean is the way to go. I hope this video helps out with any problems you may have. If you have any future questions, you're always welcome to reach out to us at sales@divineknickknacks.com. We are transforming the ordinary into the extraordinary with the strike of a match and the light of a candle.